Barcelona enter this season as reigning La Liga champions, with 8 World Cup winners in their squad after Spain's historic victory. On paper, that should mean one thing: a stronger Barcelona than ever. The reality heading into this season is far more complicated than that. Here is the first thing people get wrong. Most fans assume a title-winning squad simply gets reinforced every summer, growing stronger year after year in a straight line. In theory, champions add depth and become nearly unbeatable. In practice, this summer at Camp Nou has been described by multiple reports as unusually quiet, shaped as much by what Barcelona could not do as by what they actually did. This sounds simple. It is not. Barcelona did strengthen their attack. Anthony Gordon arrived from Newcastle for around £69 million, and Karim Adeyemi joined from Borussia Dortmund, both signings specifically chosen to add pace, pressing intensity, and physical power alongside Lamine Yamal. Coach Hansi Flick has been explicit about why. He wants a team that presses relentlessly, not just one that dominates with the ball. Here is where it gets interesting. While the attack improved, Barcelona's biggest need barely moved. Reports from Mundo Deportivo described the defense as the area with the most unanswered questions heading into the new season. Flick has personally requested a new fullback, concerned that Jules Koundé and Alejandro Balde playing every single match without reliable backup leaves the team exposed to injuries and suspensions at the worst possible moments. That request has not yet been fulfilled. Whether you like it or not, the summer's biggest blow arrived from an unexpected direction entirely. Frenkie de Jong suffered a torn medial collateral ligament in his knee while playing for the Netherlands at the World Cup, an injury serious enough that he has ruled out surgery in favor of a longer recovery path. He later had to publicly defend his commitment to the club after facing criticism, questioning his priorities, saying football is everything to him and that he has always given everything for both Barcelona and his country. Losing a player of his experience in midfield, even temporarily, changes what this squad can realistically achieve early in the season. There is also a financial reality shaping every single decision made this summer. Barcelona have returned to La Liga's strict 1-to-1 spending rule, meaning they can only spend what they actually generate. That single constraint explains why priority targets like Julian Alvarez remain unresolved rumors rather than finished deals, and why Flick's fullback request has stalled. Ambition and financial reality are pulling in opposite directions at exactly the moment expectations are highest. And here is what makes this rebuild genuinely different from previous Barcelona's spending sprees. This is not a club buying its way back to the top. It is a champion trying to reinforce specific weaknesses under real financial limits, while simultaneously managing a significant injury to one of its most important players, all while still being expected to defend a league title and finally break through in the Champions League. So the next time someone assumes reigning champions automatically get stronger every summer, remember Barcelona's version of this season. Real progress in attack, real, unresolved questions in defense and midfield, and a squad that will find out very quickly whether addition in one area is enough to outweigh a genuine setback in another. If breakdowns like this make football's transfer windows make more sense to you, subscribe, because the full picture is almost always more complicated than a highlight reel of new signings. You are welcome.